Hi there, this is Brett from GameByte and welcome to the first episode of Up to Speed, GameByte's new weekly news show where we break down the biggest pieces of news from the past week to bring you up to speed for the week ahead. The Resident Evil Twitter accounts are starting whispers of rumours among gamers. The logo of the official Western Resident Evil account has been updated to look very similar to the logos the series carried on European versions of the games in the earlier years, with bold, bright red text. We already know that Resident Evil 2 is getting its remake, but could it be that we're finally going to get an update of it soon? The 20th anniversary of the game's release is this month, so it would make sense to tie an announcement in to coincide with that, just to hype up all the fans. Sega are also teasing things on Twitter, although they're a bit clearer of what day they plan to talk about things. With a simple picture of a light bulb and the date 16th of January, speculation has been running wild. Every Sega IP, old and new, is being mentioned as the possible meaning of this, but some tweets dating back to November may highlight what's actually happening. 2 Point Studio, made up of former Bullfrog employees, announced back in November that they were announcing a game on the 16th of January. Sega Europe also tweeted about this, encouraging their followers to follow 2 Point Studio. We know that the company is going back to their Bullfrog roots, which means we could very well be getting some form of successor to Theme Park or Theme Hospital, maybe even a Dungeon Keeper successor, although that one may be a bit too wishful thinking. The Halo TV show is still in active development according to Showtime president David Nevins. The Spielberg-produced TV show was announced over 4 years ago and we've not heard anything about it for a while. It will still be a live-action show, and Nevins mentioned that he did see some scripts, but I wouldn't be expecting it anytime soon. Although it's better that a TV show is done right rather than wrong, it's disappointing to hear that it hasn't made much progress after all this time. Nintendo surprised gamers with a Nintendo Direct Mini that was chock full of announcements. The Wii U back catalogue continues to seep onto the Switch, with the Legend of Zelda spin-off Hyrule Warriors getting a definitive edition, including new Breath of the Wild content. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is also making the leap to the Switch with a new beginner mode that includes the best member of the Kong family, Funky Kong, thus making it instantly better. We're also getting a new version of a classic DS game. The World Ends With You Final Remix takes the cult JRPG and puts it on the Switch. There's going to be a new control system, new content, and a lot more. Everyone needs to rejoice because Luigi is finally coming to Mario Odyssey in the form of some free DLC. He's the star of the new minigame Balloon World, and it's great to see him finally in there. Let's hope we eventually get Wario and Waluigi in there in a way that isn't just an alternative costume for the retired plumber. But the biggest announcement from the Direct is an easy one to choose, an announcement about a game series that people have loved for years. A game where you really need to get good to do well, and that is, of course, Mario Tennis. Mario Tennis Aces sees the supercharged tennis gameplay you'd expect from a Mario Tennis game, but finally adds a story mode to it again. This is the first time the series has had a story mode since the much-loved Mario Tennis Power Tour on the Game Boy Advance. Speaking of Game Boys, Hyperkin showed off the Ultra Game Boy at CES 2018. A show that also saw Razer show off a laptop powered by their mobile phone, Nvidia show off a huge gaming monitor, and HTC show off the HTC Vive Pro. You can find out more about what was announced at CES 2018 by checking out the video that has just appeared in the card at the top. Wrapping up the Nintendo talk is the news that Dark Souls is appearing on a Nintendo platform for the first time. A remaster of the first game will be appearing on the Switch, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One in May. There will also be a rather beautiful special edition of the Dark Souls trilogy appearing on the PlayStation 4. Look at its beauty. Look at those bookends. Cool. Assassin's Creed fans that missed out on Assassin's Creed Rogue because they already jumped to PlayStation 4 or Xbox One will be glad to know they'll be able to check it out this March when it gets a remaster. The game is a sequel to Black Flag and a prequel to 3, but most importantly, it brings back lots and lots of sailing. Beautiful, beautiful sailing. Fortnite is getting a map update that will help the western areas feel a bit more populated, and a whole new city has been added. It's these tweaks and the events the developers keep putting out that are helping Fortnite Battle Royale stay fresh. Fans of Total War will be glad to hear that a new game is coming out later this year and will take Total War games somewhere they haven't been before. Total War 3 Kingdoms is based in ancient China during the Han Dynasty. The game will focus on 3 different protagonists and promises the rich amount of lore you'd expect from Total War games. And that's it for this week's Up to Speed. Hopefully you feel a bit more informed about the gaming week that's just gone. Make sure to like and subscribe for more from GameByte, but until next time, I've been Brett Laxton, you've been wonderful, goodbye.